Hey guys, it's Drac, and I'm doing another vlog video where I talk about one of these questions that gets answered or asked frequently in the comments on my main channel. So this one is, what is a Nerf speedloader? Now, I make speedloaders all the time for my videos, but I don't know if I've ever explained either the reasoning behind them or how they work. So what is a Nerf speedloader? So the perfect example of this is Drusilla is specifically designed to work with a speedloader, a 2-barrel speedloader. Some people make 3s, I've seen a few people make quad speedloaders. 2 is where I like to be at because it really fits what I'm trying to accomplish with the speedloader, but Drusilla is an NIC pistol. You very rarely see speedloaders at Sambo style wars, but this is of course a holster designed to hold both of them, which is awesome. But a speedloader is 2 barrels put together, frequently taped. Some people use duct tape. This is done with E-tape. I've seen the fillings be done with all sorts of various adhesives. Sometimes people put spacers in between to really separate them, but a speedloader is a way to load 2 barrels at once, and the logic behind it is that you will fire from your blaster, and then since it's a pistol round and the limits of pistol rounds are frequently it be a single shot blaster, the way around that is so that you don't get like shot immediately and run down after firing your first shot. Of course, if you miss, or if it's a wingman round and you only have one person on the other team down and they have another teammate, is that while you flip this, you are now instantly ready to go again. You have to prime between them, of course, but you flip and fire again, and in the meantime you can come in with your ammunition and reload this. So the reason that they're offset like this, and I'll kind of show this in action, is you load it, right, and it's primed, you fire, say I missed. If I missed, I'm gonna pull this, do this, reload into the other barrel, present, and while I'm either ready to fire or I'm waiting or my opponent takes cover, I come in with a spare dart and I load the other barrel. So now I'm back to, I guess, my 0 mode where I've got a loaded, primed blaster and another shot in reserve ready to go, so that all I have to do is fire, prime, and switch. And it's that easy. That's what a Nerf speedloader is. How you make them is you take the exact barrel, so these are identical. They're 1/2-inch PVC with our clear CPVC set inside it. You offset them so that there's still plenty of room to fit into a plunger, and you can see there's plenty of space here. And then you do the same thing and tape them together. Now, if you have a recessed coupler like this, it's very clean. If you don't, you have to get a little bit clever with how you offset the spacing, especially if you're doing CPV on CPVC, because you might not have enough space. But lots of ways to do that. I've used everything from AR posts to 3D printed custom pieces to be my spacer offsets. Nerfomania actually made this speedloader. He's very, very talented at making just perfectly symmetrical speedloaders, and he used hot glue as the spacer. So you do not, even if you're like the absolute best at making homemade stuff, you don't have to do anything super duper fancy. So that is how a Nerf speedloader works and kind of the logic behind them, and then how you would use them in a pistol round. So if this helps one person be more effective, or at least understand what's going on at their first pistol round at an NIC war, then it was definitely worth making. If you're making your first NIC pistol, I recommend a night finder with a sawed-off body and a coupler. Then you should definitely make yourself at least a 2-barrel speedloader. A lot of really good pistol round players tend to use tries. My wingman, EOC, uses a tri speedloader to great effect because it just gives him more time. The logic there makes sense. It gives you more time to reload other barrels. You can go pop and then switch and pop and then switch, and you can reload both the other barrels. But I like the very fluid, I guess, muscle memory between doing just 2 barrels, because you never lose track of the count with 2. It's really hard to mess that up. But that's my speedloader for my NIC pistol. That's the logic behind speedloaders. That's a definition for what a Nerf speedloader is. It isn't a stripper clip. It isn't anything complicated like that. It's this. I've tried to make speedloaders like revolver style, like real steel revolver style, for Nerf revolvers, but since the revolvers never come out completely or swing out entirely, they wind up being very silly and very impractical. So this is the functional definition of a Nerf speed loader. And as always, thank you for watching. Hopefully it was helpful.